I don't.
Yeah. All right, and then let me get the link posted here because there's nobody on it yet.
Yeah. A little bit.
Hello. Hello, how are you? Good.
We want to do the pickup. Just keep the pickup up.
Fisher.
Fisher, yeah, because it's already established.
Yeah.
And then
I
the
think that's-
teachers will bring it to here, and then we just, whoever's working that day,
Yeah.
just walk it over. And then we got, I mean, once, deliver it, Tuesday, and then they don't return it until the following Tuesday when they pick up the second week's work.
And then I guess who's,
Until the following Tuesday when they pick up the second week's work.
and then I guess who's,
All right, then we're gonna get this,
and I guess who's,
and Facebook. Please.
Yeah, Dana's, she's ready to go. She's gonna make gowns for you guys. She's got masks, gloves. She's gonna have to get the light. You guys don't have, I created a plan right away.
Well, I told her,
Right.
because of infectious diseases, you would know better than anybody.
that's okay. How people end up that way, that's fine. Yeah. It's gonna make me walk. So you post, you put.
All right,
it
it's
on-
posted. I'm gonna.
Oh, I didn't see that. Posted on the same page,
Yeah,
on our comment, or?
just right on the Tonopah Valley.
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
So there's a link on there?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Can you get it, Ms. Rita? It says not secure.
What's that?
I try to get on YouTube from my phone, just not secure.
Do I need
Nothing wrong with the internet.
nothing wrong with the internet?
Sorry, Kirby, not the greatest screenshot of you for the thumbnail.
No,
We can change it. It's just.
Is her mouth open? or what?
Yeah,
I can't.
I was trying to get the.
Oh, great. Whatever, it's fine. I've probably seen most
It's
of the
right
time.
on the Tonopah Valley page.
Oh, I see it. It's playing. You can see it on YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, okay. Huh? All right, everyone. Anybody out there?
So
I don't know,
it'll be recorded anyway, so.
Okay.
Oh, there's 4 people watching,
Oh.
so.
Well,
Okay, good morning. We got a few, we're just trying to get this up and going. Had a little technical difficulties, but wanted to get some information out to our parents and students about what we have in store with this closure and just the latest info we have with schools. So if you have questions, if you can go ahead and post them, we're going to try to answer questions as they come in. And then we also have questions that students post.
If you need chargers or anything along those lines and haven't let us know, our tech guys are going to be on site today from 10 to noon to help you out. This is really the only time you can get that done. So if you're listening, you need to show up at school. You're going to line up outside. We don't want people coming out of their cars. I'll come to you, get your devices or the information we need. Just line up right out front and we'll take care of you that way.
Also, wanted to remind everybody our district is adding Mondays as for food distribution and lunches, breakfast and lunch. We've been doing Tuesday through Friday, and starting next week, we're going to add Mondays. So same time, same locations, 9 to 11, Wintersville, Tartesso, Ruth Fisher Turnaround, and the Belmont Dairy.
You know what, Mr. Garcia, so we'll just kind of go through some of the questions that were posted, because we are gonna, we're recording this video and we're gonna post it out for everybody to see later. But we'll start with one of the first questions about what next week is going to look like. And Mr. Garcia, you want to go ahead and summarize that for everyone?
Yeah, so next week, we will start our online learning, and the focus is the next 2 weeks. So we know the governor closed our schools down, and from up until April 10th, which next week and the following week will take us 2 weeks of instruction. We took this week to plan and get teachers getting ready and providing instruction and figuring out who has internet and who doesn't, and how many paper pencil assignments we need to do versus online. And so next week on the 31st starts our online instruction. Teachers are already communicating that with their students through Google Classroom. So that's the platform we've been using for the last several years. Students are very familiar with this. They get notified through their email when assignments are posted or when classwork is needed or any assignments. That's all the platform that we use. The students are very familiar with. And it's going to look, I know there was a question also if there are specific times or when that's going to happen. Basically, the first week, so just so everybody knows, this is still, it's very new and things are changing every day. But the plan is to start very simple and not try to overwhelm everybody with work, with schedules, with internet access. We're going to start very simple. Our teachers were given the direction of to extend the learning for the next 2 weeks. And all we're working on is the next 2 weeks. That's it. There's nothing planned for anything further until we get direction from the Department of Ed or the governor makes any more decisions on extending the closures. And so students need to get somewhere where they can check their email, because I know teachers are already sending work out as we speak. And so that's how kind of it will look. I don't know if I covered everything on that.
So yeah, guys, if you're hearing, we're just planning through April 10th. That's what we've been mandated to so far. So those of you that are asking if we're going to turn into an online school as of right now, no, we're just trying to help you guys keep caught up, give you an opportunity to maybe bring up some of your grades. But as of right now, look for emails or phone calls coming from your teachers, and they will describe exactly what they want you to be doing for those classes. And if you need to pick up packets or don't have the internet, then you can pick that up during the meal pickup times at Ruth Fisher or Tartesso every day from 9 to 11. Let's see. I see some of you guys, you know what, and I know that some of you guys, especially the seniors, have questions about graduation. Like I said, as of right now, our only plan is to get to April 10th, and if that changes, of course, we'll make adjustments and plans accordingly. But there has been nothing altered to the end of the year plan at this point.
And just to go back a little bit and talk about the work that's given them, this next 2 weeks is going to be the focus has been a review. And knowing what time of the year we're in, a lot of the classwork, a lot of standards have been covered. We were scheduled to come back, have a week for review, and then have our testing and kind of getting ready to close the school down. So the next 2 weeks is not going to be a lot or any new material in classes. A lot of review is what the teachers have planned, and the kids keep extending our learning with review work, not so much any new material in the next 2 weeks.
Let's see. And I know some of you have concerns about how you are going to get questions answered and how this is going to work without person-to-person contact. Well, I can tell you some of it is the technology is incredible. We're just navigating through these challenges, but I think students, you guys are pretty much experts in this part already. You know how to communicate with one another without necessarily being right next to each other. So you're going to see, like I mentioned already, different information coming to you from your teachers, and however they're asking you to do that is really what you need to pay attention to. And when you're asking how are they going to check to make sure that you are doing work, there's a variety of different strategies. So whether it's assignment completion or a check-in or a phone call, lots of different tools. Every one of you should be able to access your teachers and get questions answered as you need it.
And I believe in their email, teachers will all have office hours. And so if you have specific questions, they'll have office hours that you can connect to and ask those specific questions with those teachers. And they'll be available obviously through email like you do when we're here having regular school, through Google Classroom or emails. They're going to have actually classes where they can have the review, any questions, and possibly even have a conference call, a video conference call that have those capabilities. It all just depends on where we're at, each needs of each student. So.
And you guys, speaking of communication, I'm going to have office hours as well, starting Tuesday. I think it's 9:15 to 10:15-ish. That doesn't mean that's the only time I'm available, but I'm going to do an open group question and answer for those. I'll have directions for ways to reach me by phone as well. I'll put that on my voicemail. I'll send out an email, and you guys know I send out a ton of different information in email, but I am learning to use other apps. Thank you for those of you who joined my Remind class already. I think over 150 of you have, so way to be on top of it. But lots of information is coming at you from different directions, and we're just really trying to make sure that we can reach everyone and make sure that we're still doing what we can during this time of closure.
Also wanted to thank all the students that completed the surveys as well. We had over 400 students complete those tech surveys. And that's very good because we need that information. We need to know who needs support and who has trouble with internet.
You guys, I'm looking at the comments on the survey. Some of you guys are comedians. I love it, actually. We do understand that you have a life, but school's still part of it. So you've been given a little bit of a break as we try to figure this out. But be prepared to get back to work starting on Tuesday, like Mr. Garcia already said. Still seeing lots of questions about needing Chromebook chargers and device repair. You guys need to be here today between 10 and noon for that.
Kurt, can you tell them to post their questions to the Facebook link?
Oh, and you guys, if you wouldn't mind, if you have questions, I guess you can go ahead and post those to the Facebook link, because for whatever reason right now our YouTube isn't accepting comments, and I can, even though we couldn't do the live on Facebook, I can see comments or questions to that page, and I can answer those there if you have them. I'll monitor that.
Or they can email to
or you can email them to me as well, actually. I have that up right now. Look at this old person trying to use technology, you guys. I'm figuring it out, so I know that you can. I'm looking, a lot of Chromebook. And you guys, those of you that don't have regular internet access, it's not like you need to be in an online platform all day long. Really, your teachers are going to send out probably some assignments to complete by the week, so that if you can get access on occasion, so that you can look to see what you need or get any questions, or call me too. Like I said, I'm going to send out a phone number to reach me, and I'm going to leave that on my voicemail as well. I can help you guys get access to what you need, even without regular and reliable internet. Okay, I think I went through pretty much all of the questions that you had posted.
they can comment on the video.
Okay, I guess looks like you guys should be able to comment on the video. Let me check the Facebook and my email. If we have any questions. And if you still haven't done the survey, please still go ahead and complete that. That was sent out. I think it was posted to our Facebook page. It was sent out in an email from me. I think several teachers posted it to their Remind announcements. I'll do that later as well. Let's see.
Also, just on the work that you're turning in. So if you're a paper pencil person that is picking up a packet, say at Tartesso, and then you'll return that packet the following Tuesday. So you'll pick it up this Tuesday coming up on the 31st, and then you return it on the following Tuesday when you pick up the second packet. So you don't need to return it. I completed it. I got it on Tuesday, and I completed my math assignments on Wednesday, so I go turn it in. Hold on to everything and turn it in the following week when you pick up the extra packet for the next week.
And if you guys have any ideas or suggestions of what we could do to help, please let us know. Many of you have, and that's part of why we're here today, because there are many questions in common, and we just wanted to make an effort to get those answered all in one forum. Like I said, we are going to post this as well, and if something else arises, please send us an email, give us a call, however you need to reach us.
Yeah, there's somebody at the office at the number pretty much every day for the most part of the day. So if you have questions, there is somebody here. We're just not open to the public, but you can call. And if you have, I know we have some students that need instruments to practice over the break, or the school closure, or here at Ruth Fisher or at Tartesso. But we don't want, at this point, we want to make sure everybody's staying home and listening to the guidance that our governor has been providing. Stay home and be safe, and don't be out and about if you don't need to.
And then just like I'm going to reiterate what Mr. Garcia said, the school office is closed, okay? We do have somebody operating, answering the phones, but if you need something, you do need to give us a call, and some of us will make that happen. But I hate for you to make the trip down here thinking that you're going to be able to go grab your stuff. It's better to make a phone call first.
Yes.
Okay, I don't see any questions yet.
15 people watching.
Okay, so I think we'll stay here for a couple more minutes, see if any questions come through.
Any tech reminders, guys, that we need to?
Just make sure that they fill in the incident report, and as soon as they can send it, we'll have that.
We can still keep trying to do repairs on Fridays.
Right. So the announcement on the tech repairs, we have the incident report that all students can fill out on their Chromebook. So keep doing, if you have something that comes up while we're out in session, they're still monitoring that. They're still going to have the Friday, their Friday hours where they're, collecting devices and fixing devices. You need to submit that. That way they know. Otherwise, they don't know that you need that assistance with your technology.
And if for whatever reason your Chromebook isn't working, so you can't submit that incident report, call our office, ask the parent to send an email, or maybe they, if they can go into the links on our homepage, they should be able to access the incident report, right?
Yeah, and I'm posting a link in the comments to this video. So.
Okay. And there will be a link to the incident report for Chromebooks in the comments to this video as well. I'm trying to see where you put that.
Okay. Well, seems like we got, 17 viewers?
It was good practice, right? That's really what we were hoping to do. Like I said, trying to navigate through some new tech options.
Yep. And we'll more than likely be doing another one. Probably if it's not next week, it might be later next week, late in the week, possibly. Just any updates as we get updates. But we're expected to get some updates next week. As soon as we get that, we either communicate that through all alert nows and the calls, or through another live. We'll plan to give out as much information we get as we get it.
Okay. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up for today. We will post this video, and keep sending us any questions or concerns, comments you've got.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, Phoenix.
Have a good day. Take care.
Okay, we're out.
So it's perfect with 15